Good evening, everyone. We are a team of 3 Irish high school students coming from rural backgrounds who witness on a daily basis the effects of crop contamination and disease. Take my colleague's granddad, for example. He wants to survey his land as quick as possible for his upcoming harvest, as he has over 60 years' experience within the agricultural industry and depends upon large yields in order to keep a sustainable family income. Instead of booking a time-consuming aircraft pilot or paying for an expensive manual survey, he simply goes online and registers his land to be surveyed via satellite imagery. Every year, agricultural contaminations and disease result in over $6 billion lost globally, with, on average, 15% production losses per yield from the spread of disease. Introducing Cropsafe, a simple online platform utilizing satellite imagery and machine learning to accurately detect and predict impending diseases within your crop, providing relief solutions directly to the landowner. Now, my colleague's granddad can join us in 3 simple steps. Firstly, enter his name and address. Secondly, plot his land and crop. And finally, choose his subscription plan. Within 3 days, a satellite from one of our partner companies will then pass over his land. These pictures will then be processed through our unique machine learning software, and he will be given disease ratings on a simple, easy-to-use dashboard, as well as comparison images for each of his crops. Cropsafe is tailored specifically towards smaller landowners, which currently operate as 91% of the market. With an average surveying cost of $28 per acre manual surveyed, Cropsafe is a fraction of the price and extremely time-efficient compared to the hours spent manual surveying, or even waiting for all the associated variables with drone and aircraft surveying to line up. We believe over time, as Cropsafe develops, we will be able to use data to inform customers where to plant their crops, when to plant them, and what crops to plant in order to maximize their productive yield. Here you can see our team and our advisors, and you may be wondering, why are we the best people for the job? Well, that is because, as previously mentioned, each of us comes from these rural backgrounds and have witnessed firsthand the effects and are motivated to do something about this. We're currently working with 28 beta customers, and based on data from these customers, we can save up to $24 per acre of land surveyed. Bearing in mind, Ireland has an average farm size of 80 acres. This would mean a saving of over $1,600 per farm surveyed. We're working with some of the best in the business in order to make Cropsafe the most reliable and user-friendly crop surveying and analytic tool on the market. Here is our current roadmap and our progress thus far. We're currently asking for entry into a later stage accelerator, and we believe that if Cropsafe was implemented worldwide, it could have a major impact upon agricultural GDP. Cropsafe, redefining the future of agriculture today.
Thanks, that was great. Can you talk a little bit about what your ML tools are looking for when they're looking at imagery? I'm assuming you just get an image from the satellite and that's it. What do you guys look for, and how are you able to predict disease?
Yeah, so first of all, when we're working with the customers, we ask them to show us manually in their field what exactly diseases look like. So when we get satellite images further on down ahead, we're able to compare those images that the farmer has shown us and images with the satellite to match those 2 images, so we can use that in the future for more prediction results.
Can you talk a little bit more about your revenue model and how that gets split with your partners?
So we're working with Planet Labs, and we're going to ask, so getting free data from them, and then with our customers, whenever we make revenue, they'll get a 10% of that. So that's how we split the revenue.
This is great. Quick question. Could you follow through the process in terms of what happens when you detect a disease? What happens next? What's the response rate? And are there plans to kind of then help them deal with that?
Yep, well, currently when we detect a disease, just in the beta stage with a customer, we then present the results to them in the sliders and the comparison images, and then we would go out and manually check, and within our website, we recommend mitigation solutions within their local area and specialists who can help resolve the problem within their crop.